now to talk about the other tenants at Bank of America Stadium. They are the hottest team in Charlotte, and maybe the hottest team in all of soccer. The Crown, that is. Charlotte FC, winner of 6 straight matches, looking for their 7th. This Sunday, the club will be put to the test yet again as they host the New York Red Bulls, who currently on a 2-game win streak. Now take a look at the Eastern Conference standings there. Charlotte currently ranked 7th. That means they are in the playoffs if the season were to end today. But look at this. Just 3 points separate the Crown from 3rd place. With only 7 matches left in the regular season, every single game counts and every single point counts. Joining me now in studio, he is the play-by-play voice of our MLS season pass. He is Charlotte FC's team ambassador, Eric Krakauer, joining me. And look, we're talking about the hottest team right now in Major League Soccer, Charlotte FC. We've seen what they've done recently, and I want to touch on specifically their last win against Real Salt Lake. A tremendous defensive performance, Eric.
Yeah, we've seen great defensive displays since Dean Smith took charge at the beginning of last season. There was a little bit of a turbulent period earlier in the campaign, but that had a lot to do with rotating the back line. Remember, we didn't have Tim Ream for a long time because he was playing in the Gold Cup. There were injuries as well, but now they're starting to get back to that true form that carried them into the playoffs last season. And by the way, can I just say, how do I get a $44 million extension? That's all I'm thinking about right now. I'd be crying too, by the way.
Listen, you and I both. But speaking of the defense, look, the defense has been the identity of this. How much has that also helped Cristian Kahlina between the pipes?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. When you have a solid starting 4 ahead of you, or at least 3, you know what to expect as a goalkeeper. So I think that's why he's back at his best. And also, he's had a lot of movement in his life, right? Sure. He had to move to a new home. He had his 2nd child, and that coincided with his drop in form. But he's still one of the best goalkeepers in the league. All
right, let's talk about the offense now, the attack, if you will. Toklomati has been playing some fantastic soccer.
Yeah, I know that people were very upset when Pat Agyemang went out the door. It was a great deal for Charlotte FC, getting $8 million plus 2 on the bonus if things go well at Derby. But the club always had faith in Idan Toklomati, and we've seen that he's a very well-rounded forward, scoring goals of all sorts. Look at the header he scored against RSL. It was fantastic. Yeah. Leaping over players who are far taller than he is. He was just hungry for the ball. And that sort of hunger is what we have seen from him. And he's been a great addition to the team. He's going to get some competition now from Archie Manning, too.
Now, his success, you could say, kind of trickles from the attention that Wilfried Zaha gets. In that Real Salt Lake game, he was smothered at times, Zaha was. But explain to me how that opens doors for him.
Well, look, Zaha is a bona fide superstar, so he's going to magnetize defenders. We see him double team, triple teamed at times, and that's going to open up space for other players. Toklomati is one of the players who has benefited so far this season, but also Pep Biel. And remember, and it's worth pointing out, that Pep Biel has been injured for the last few games, and the team is still rocking and rolling. But Zaha, I thought he had one of his best performances in a Crown jersey against RSL. Perhaps he didn't continue his goal contribution streak, which stood at 9 in 9 games. Had he gotten a goal contribution in the last match, he would have matched an MLS record for a first-year MLS player. But he was still so impactful because he was able to command so much attention and free up space for other players. Also, to note about Toklomati, the ability to hold on to the ball when the team was under pressure from RSL, impressive as well.
Very impressive 6-game win streak. They're looking for 7 in a row when they host the New York Red Bulls. Eric Krakauer breaking it all down. Eric, thanks.
Thanks for having me.